You're about to get a puppy, this is a must watch. If you have a puppy, this is a must watch. If you're in trouble, this is a must watch. You clicked on this video, you're trying to find out whatever happened. You brought a puppy home to your house, you gave him love, you fed him, you gave him the best of the best. You even gave him scraps off the table. When he pulled on a leash, you figured he was just a puppy, he'd get over it. When he nipped at your kid's fingers, you just figured he was just a puppy, he'd get over it. But now you got a problem. You know that if he bites somebody, you could be liable. What if it kills another dog? What if it kills one of my dogs? What if it bites me? Are there legal repercussions? Yep, you bet your ass. So let's stop everything there real quick. But are you in luck or what? Today we're doing alpha behaviors, do's and don'ts. I'm going to show you what I do over here in my yard and the reasoning behind it as to how I'm able to position myself as their alpha, and I never allow things to escalate out of control. I'm not a dog trainer, nor am I a dog behaviorist, but I am a dog breeder who's not afraid to share with you my experiences. So we're going to talk about several factors and what you can do to mediate them and put yourself in a position as the alpha to your dog or the one in control to it. Most dogs will assume a neutral or submissive role to their human owner, but some dogs will challenge their owners for dominance. So what usually causes a dog to want to exercise dominance over their owner? Lack of socialization may contribute to your dog being unbalanced. A dog that's never heard a siren before, when all of a sudden it hears it for the first time, may react to it as fearful. This is why exposing your dog and socializing it to other dogs, humans, noises, environments is so essential. Lack of proper training may be a reason why your dog wants to challenge you. If your dog is confused as to what it is that you're asking, it's unclear, he may want to challenge you because he sees you as inferior. Environmental factor may be one of the reasons why your dog challenges you. If you have a dog that's in a situation where he has a constant stressor, in the long run, he might not see you as his leader anymore, because the leader is there to protect and keep the entire pack safe. I want to let you know that a dog that knows his place in the hierarchy not only will be a happy dog, but will be a stable dog. And with training, you can definitely gain discipline. So let's talk about dog dominant behavior. A lot of you mistake it because you see it when the dog is an adult, but he's been doing it all along ever since he was a pup and he got to your home. So let's go over some of these. Dogs are very observant. A stare down for them is straight up open defiance to the alpha. You stand over him and you tell him firmly to sit. He just stares at you, looks at you, does not look away, and keeps staring. That's dominant behavior, fam. When he stares at you back, he's saying, "What the f?" And he's openly challenging. This same puppy, you tell it a command that it's learned already, and he barks at you. When he barks back, what do you think he's doing? He's talking back to you, fam. You get near his food bowl, and he decides to either growl, nibble, soft bite, or full-fledged bite. What do you think that is? That's dominant behavior. Guarding owner from other dogs. You will see the dog positions itself in between you and the other dog that you want to pet, and you think it's cute because you feel that he's being jealous. He's not being jealous, fam. He's being dominant. So you've been taking the puppy out for a walk. He's now about 5 or 6 months old, and guess what? He's still pulling on the leash relentlessly. Yeah, you thought it was cute at first, but guess what? That's dominant behavior. So little Fido decides he wants to hump little kids or even other humans. You think's hilarious. You tell everybody, "Hey, that's my humper dog." That's dominant behavior, fam. Fam, if you're enjoying our content and you actually want to get some behind the scenes looks as to what we do day to day, give you day to day solutions, whether you're breeding dogs or you simply have dogs, whether you're training, you're exercising, or you want to know what kind of diet you want to feed them. If this information interests you, just go ahead down to the description section down below and go ahead and click join. We will be honored to have you on board. You bring the puppy home, you start playing with it, especially with your hands, and guess what? He nips at them. Time keeps going by, he keeps nipping. Guess what, fam? It's dominant behavior. That pup is letting you know how far he wants your hands to go. You come home and you see your dog sitting on the sofa. Now he knows he's not supposed to be up there without your permission. That's dominant behavior. Even more dominant is when you tell him to come down and he decides no, he's not going to. Completely defying your authority. Bumping into you, whether in your house or in your yard, is dominant behavior. It looks like a game, but they're really testing you out, fam. His bed is in the hallway. You need him to get out of the way for whatever reason. He decides he wants to stay there laying down. Guess what? That's dominant behavior. Again, it's cute when it's a puppy. It can become a problem when it's an adult. Demanding your attention, whether it's nudging, whining, or mouthing. That's a big no-no. That's dominant behavior. He's letting you know it's time to play. And if you play, you're now playing under his rules and under his terms. He just gave in, fam. He gave you an order. You bring friends over and the dog is constantly barking. He's not being aggressive, but he's constantly barking. This is a passive-aggressive way of dominant behavior. He's imposing his voice. Growling, nipping, guarding, whether it's food or toys. Open dominance. All right. So I already gave you enough examples of what dominant behavior is all about. Now let's get into the solution of the matter. Now, to get to the bottom of things and actually give you a solution, first you must realize that dogs are social beings and that they establish their hierarchy through fighting. So what this means is that you must show your dog that you're stronger than it. This does not mean that you're going to go out there and beat your dog, fam. Physically go out there and impose your will on your dog in order to show that you're the alpha. It's really not the right way to go, and it could outright be dangerous. Beating your dog physically is only going to add mistrust to the whole relationship. You need to have a trusting relationship in order to be able to get your dog to understand that you're the alpha. Yet you possess something that's far more powerful than physical aggression. And if you use it with the right tools, you will dominate your dog without even having to use force. So what are the tools I'm talking about? I'm talking about the leash, the cage or the crate, muzzle, and space restriction. These 4 tools limit your dog, and when used correctly, it will shift power from your dog right back to you. The true definition of dominance is that your dog understands that things will only happen when you decide for them to happen. If you truly want to dominate your dog, you need to totally dominate where they eat, sleep, and where they play. Too many of you out there actually sleep with your dogs or let them into your bed. That's the one place you should never allow your dog, especially if you're having any type of dominance issues. In fact, I wouldn't even let it sleep in the room. Your room is where the alpha sleeps and where he allows whoever he wants to allow in. Therefore, he is below on the hierarchy, and this is how you're indicating it to him. You're not letting him in the room, much less in your bed. So how do you dominate a dog as far as when it eats? As soon as you get that puppy, when it's time to eat, make sure you tie it close so where he can see you guys eating at the table. Do not give him any table scraps and let him watch. He's gonna go nuts the first couple of times. He's gonna bark, whine, he's gonna beg. Doesn't matter. Keep doing it in that order every single time until he starts learning the order of things. In the wild, the submissive dogs have to sit and watch the alphas eat. There's another way for you to be able to get into your dog's psyche, that you're the alpha, and those that you allow to sit with you at the table are above him in the hierarchy. When you're done eating, make sure you have his crate somewhere secluded. Go ahead and put the food down and have him sit. Have him wait 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, back to 10. Keep him guessing as to when you're going to give the command that he can eat. This further reinforces what you're already trying to do. We only allow our dogs to eat for 10 minutes. So whatever has not been consumed in 10 minutes, I'm picking up the bowl and he's not going to be able to eat until the next feeding. This reinforces to the dog is your rules, your terms. You're the alpha. For us, it's also very important to dominate our dogs through play. Before our pups arrive, we've already pre-bought chew toys and also tug toys. We play with them and we let the puppy place a lot of value on these toys because they have a lot of fun with them. Once we see that, at the end of play, I make sure I pull the tug toy away from the pup and I let him know that I've won. I then go ahead and put it in a box and I put it up. This teaches the pups a lot of things. 1, that I'm stronger than he is. 2, that the toys are mine. And 3, that in order to get to the toys, you have to go through me. In the pup's mind from the very beginning, I'm the alpha. The next time you bring the toys out as a reward for him, you might want to start using the break command at the very end for him to release and also for you to always win at the end of the game. You can never lose. You must always win at the end of the game. This is how you dominate. Pick up the toys in front of the pup, put them in a place where he knows they're there, but he can't get to them. So let me just drop this piece on praise real quick. It's really important because a lot of people make big mistakes when it comes to this. Now, I don't care how cute the puppy is or if it even has your favorite sock in its mouth. Don't allow a dog to interrupt you in order for it to get petted. If you teach the dog that this behavior is acceptable, it's going to go from being a happy dog that you want to pet to a demanding, dominant dog that's going to tell you when it is that he wants to be petted. Also, even if it is a happy pup, it must give you something before you pet him. So have him sit down before you do anything. When you control its environment all the time, you're taking control from the dog and you're establishing yourself as the leader.